time for trial.
Don't tell me.
I
don't feel like I have enough
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
Oh no!
The moment you've all been waiting for.
Here we go.
Wait, I have everything now.
It's trial time, baby.
More than me, but I don't think I got all my facts
the
right.
raised door on the first floor of the school.
Bro.
See you soon.
Bro, unbelievable.
Is the market gonna go up or down?
This guy's.
Oh, the sunglasses coming
Once
out.
we got in the elevator, started moving.
Still about
Oh, do you not
with
want
heavy
a
clunking
step-by-step
sounds deeper and deeper into the
analysis
ground.
of how this is working right now?
As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger.
2 floors.
The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation.
The walls kept moving upward.
Finally,
Upward and
the
upward.
elevator didn't seem to really care, so it kept
I'm
going.
done. The curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly death.
Yeah, I was just gonna say a deadly death.
A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a dead.
Yes. Saving the class, trial, saving the class, trial, saving it.
Wait,
All right, guys.
Here we go, guys.
And listen.
Begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Right.
So, your votes will determine the results.
Same as before.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment.
Okay, so this is the same as before.
If you pick the wrong one,
We all clap
then
like a standing
I'll
ovation.
punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
That's pretty trash rules, don't you think, Monokuma?
So,
Big ass
first
batarang
off,
for an
let's
iPhone.
talk about
But what
the
happens when there's only 2
murder
people left and then that person kills the other
The
person?
murder
First, we have to make
weapon.
clear what was used
All right,
to deliver
murder
the fatal
weapon.
blow.
Oh, it was the dumbbells. We know that, right?
How did
That's
we
what we're going
redecorate?
with.
Is
That's
by
what we're
adding
going
some
with.
See if I got the skills to
You make your
kill
arguments.
Pretty sure I do. Locker room, dumbbell.
I'm gonna use a lot
I don't know which one it is.
How do you control this again? You like right bumper or something to shoot?
Hero's fatal injury.
Right.
Right.
Appears it was
Is it?
a head wound.
That's correct.
Right.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
Dude,
what kind
and
of
it wasn't an
blunt
iron
instrument
pipe.
could it have
It
been?
was in
Okay.
fact.
There we
It was
go.
an iron pipe.
What?
No, it
Iron
wasn't.
pipe, sir.
Oh, it was
I said
Wrong.
dumbbell.
God, I gotta be careful about aiming.
Talk your shit, Big Mac. Talk your shit.
Break.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell?
Yeah.
Found at the scene of the crime?
That's gotta be
Why the
right.
fuck does Hero think
Damn,
it's
I'm
an
saying
iron
next to
pipe?
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Doki Doki girl,
Right.
so my
And the
apologies.
wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape
And
of the
heel
dumbbell.
power.
Okay, so we know that's
As far
true.
as I'm concerned,
Okay,
there's no
Kyoki.
mistake and no room for doubt on this
Yes, I agree.
one.
One thing they never said was how heavy the dumbbell was, because I was gonna try to use that to speculate whether it was a boy that picked it up or a girl. But I guess in Sakura's case, it doesn't really matter, does it?
You look
Yeah, it was
at her
hot.
head.
What else much are you looking at?
I mean,
Well,
we're
yeah,
supposed
but
to
we gotta
examine the
figure out
area,
where you
right?
wanna
Because she wants us to live, alright?
Here.
Don't mind. I will proceed from here.
She's like,
Let's
alright.
move on to discussion.
I
of the
feel like
content.
Byakuya, Kyoko, and Makoto are like the only
Oh, no,
ones
he's gonna
taking
bust us out
criminal.
now, is he?
This heinous act is already quite clear.
For real?
If he says
Yeah,
Toko,
I
I
feel like
swear
it's
to
too
God.
Clear.
You gonna do it right now? He's gonna make me
Serial
say,
killer.
What a twist!
Genocide Jack.
They do this thing in trials that drives me crazy. Somebody will say something, and then the main character will just repeat it to themselves.
I know. I do want to say, I find myself rolling my eyes a lot at this game.
You almost said at this shit, didn't you?
I almost said show, actually.
I roll my eyes a lot at this shit.
No, I was about to say at the show. But I want to make it clear, I just roll my eyes at the little details like that where you just repeat stuff, not at the game itself, because I find this very well done in storytelling and especially the mysteries so far. But I am rolling my eyes at the dumb, like, I'm gonna repeat everything that was said 12 times!
Yeah. You'll see. So like little comments will throw up like things people are saying, right?
Make your arguments
Genocide
now.
Jack.
Genocide Jack.
Wow.
Let's talk about that.
well, let's rub our champions,
I'm
everybody.
excited, that's cool.
I'll do it. Culprit is Genocide Jack.
Right?
Oh, right, okay.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Who the fuck is Genocide Jack?
Yeah. Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
True, that
I mean,
was
she's not wrong.
Very good.
Bam!
Here we go.
That would've been cool.
Counter. Cucumber. God dang, I suck at this.
Good job.
Okay,
We're
you know what? We're gonna
gives me
get
a
on the ball.
time
Might know one reason he could be involved.
Okay.
What?
Why
I
is
found this
she
file
so
while I was
shook? I
looking
don't
around the
understand.
archive in the
I
library.
alone were looking
Kodo
around the
taking
archive
credit
in the
of
library.
Byakuya's
I guess
work.
it's some kind of confidential
I
file
found
that
this
police
in the
put together
archives
about the
library. I like
genocide
it.
Jack case.
I find it interesting that he's not throwing Byakuya under the bus right now. He could be like, Byakuya knew about all this and he showed it to me. Like, I'm surprised.
What? Byakuya has it.
That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something
Thank
like
you,
that doing
Mondo.
in the
I thought the
library?
same
Doing in the
thing.
library,
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about
I'm
that.
taking
for
a
now.
drink since I can while they're
More
talking.
importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every genocide Jack case in
Ice tea is
exceeding
so good in
detail.
summer, am I
Now
right?
let's see who freaks out
to the
about this.
According, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every
Yep, and I
genocide
know
Jack
exactly
case.
what they are.
Oh, this guy's an idiot.
The
He didn't.
first is that a
He didn't think
bloody
about the
message was
scissors.
found
3,
written
sir.
at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right.
And then the second is that they're bound, but there was actually
What? Are
It's
you
blue blood.
serious?
Look at you, baby. Hold
Come
up, let's
on,
make sure she
man.
overaged though.
Playing magic.
Change my name to
Look at
Byakuya.
all this
Never
blue,
been
the
made
blue
public.
blood today.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
What you worried about
Why
it for?
don't you tell
Look
them?
at that drunk ass collar in your
Sure.
in your
The other
wife
characteristic
beater.
of every genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know,
victim's
victim
position?
was positioned.
I got
Yeah,
Got it.
Jack came prepared
In
today,
every
everybody.
genocide Jack
I came with the
case,
receipts.
the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
We're solving this case. We're
Other
smacking
than
this
the
up and
killer,
down.
the only people who know about this are the higher ups in the
Killer
police
suspends the
department.
body, kind of like how you have to suspend your disbelief to understand this
in
plot.
the same way.
You know what? Byakuya knows about the way the killer's methods are, so it kind of makes me believe that he's the killer. But Toko is obviously the killer, I guess, but it seems too obvious that she's the killer.
So, how did the culprit know about
I mean,
this?
the only thing
Sometimes
different
resolution
is
is
like
like easy, but then you try to talk your way out of it and make it harder than
There's
it
only
is.
one
I think that's what I'm
logical
doing right
answer
now.
I can think of.
It had to be him.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real genocide Jack.
Calm down, Byakuya.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Wait,
shit.
Genocide Jack
He's just gonna throw that out there?
is Toko Fukawa.
I mean, we're just jumping right into it. All right, then. Okay, all right.
That so useless.
I love it.
Why didn't you just say that? They're already outing her.
Togo has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
One that has
Is
an
Toko
alter ego.
genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Okay.
Another riddle. What you talking?
Yeah, I'm with you, fucking hero.
This would be like the cop.
Dead weight the entire game.
Oh, Hangman's Gambit.
Oh,
Hangman's
ayo.
Gambit.
Hangman's
What
Gambit.
is this?
I don't know how to spell
This is very
This is genocide Jack.
progressive
Personality.
I don't know how to spell schizo
mental health department.
I
properly.
think I read that somewhere in the
But-
file too.
It still is an interesting trial.
They thought that the suspect might have
I'm not gonna act like I know how to spell
dissociative
Not
dissociative
personality disorder,
identity
identity.
Right, that's also the thing that came up.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is
It's
Not
not
multiple
like
personalities.
My finger says so.
Toko's strange
Loser.
behavior after
L on
seeing
your
the body
forehead.
is proof enough that she has a split
Personality
personality.
disorder is dissociative identity disorder, but
The one thing that
it's been
shows
renamed
Toko
and
could have a
refined.
split personality.
One thing that
It has to do
shows
with her
Toko has a split
behavior.
personality
yeah,
is
her
in her
behavior.
behavior.
Change!
Change.
Oh.
Man,
You're talking
glad they make
about
it
how
easy for
she
me.
started acting totally different than usual, right?
I mean, everyone saw that, right? So they've got to understand.
She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up,
It's all weird.
It's fine, it's fine!
Oh, that dead body? Hey, are you dead? Yeah. She must have hit her head
everyone
real
likes your
hard when she
unhinged
fainted.
Toko, though.
It was
Top
really
eating
fun
and
to
bottom
do.
sea of truth is a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds
I mean, with
completely
that
different.
long-ass
She was
time
acting
hanging out,
funny.
that's
If
what
she
I
would have
would
done
do.
it, then she would have known it. Melancholy
tone of hers completely disappeared.
Yes, it did.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Yeah?
not to mention...
Don't go assigning adjectives to my
saw
tone
Chihiro's body
without
again,
permission. Wow, she was
utterly
10 years
calm.
ahead of her time.
In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood.
The worst
and
part
one
about this is that
obviously
Toko
can't.
doesn't know. Like,
Toko
Toko can assume that she did it because she has a
trapped
split
herself in her room.
personality disorder.
It's
like, I
because
really
she was
did do it, but
scared
I
of
have no
Genocide
idea
Jack?
that I did
So
it.
she knows that it's there?
Maybe.
That's the part I don't get.
Ching, shiny glasses.
Right, this part.
We'll let Genocide Jack have control.
Shaken.
Yeah.
I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Makes sense.
What?
You're not
Toko was
stuck out there
afraid-
without me.
Afraid of the
I'm
murderous
stuck in
fiend
here
inside
without
of her,
you.
of killing even more people.
You know, y'all made it seem in the comment section. Y'all was like,
Berlizzi won't believe who's Genocide Jack. Berlizzi won't believe who killed the who murdered Chihiro. He's in for such a rude awakening. All of his theories are bullshit.
like, what are you talking about? I'm right the entire time.
Oh, she's admitting it?
Yeah. How can you know all
Because
this?
I'm assuming.
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them? Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and
that's her
I
big
had a
secret, huh?
strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story.
Right.
She said
I
a
had to rub my
murderous
nose.
fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
On thick.
Oh, laying it on
like,
thick.
That's so scary to live like that. Could you imagine?
Oh, man.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
how could you have human relationships if everyone you interacted with might die?
Because you murdered them.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, because your body murdered them, but because
Yeah.
someone else living
Yeah.
within you killed them.
Yeah. Hey, Tony made it out. Yo, Tony Larios.
Like, Toko used to annoy me, but now I'm just really sad. Like, that's...
Yeah, she has to push everyone away in order.
Yeah, because she's just trying to keep them alive, you know?
Ooh, she's mad about it.
Damn.
This is all a lie.
Hina's so
Yeah, I
good.
remember
She
her
still
saying
wants to
that when
believe
she
in
was
the
hiding
good of
behind
it,
the door.
even when
Right.
it's right in front of her
Like-
face.
What?
You
Whatever.
promised. I can't believe you lied.
Okay.
You
Are
have
you gonna
only
genocide
yourself
jack us
to
right
blame.
now?
You came
Huh?
to me with your tragic
You
little
gonna go a little
story.
Jenny on
I
us
did
right
not
now?
seem to.
Savage.
Yeah, he is.
Too ready
This
finna die.
is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Oh yeah, because she was totally in love with him.
Here's the thing. Right?
She's tweaking.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just stop for a second and think about something. Okay. It's clearly Byakuya.
Yes.
It's more than obvious it's him. Because he's the only one going hard for her. Because if he pins it on her, then he gets to graduate and he gets to go about his business. Because then everybody else is dead.
Besides,
like,
you broke your promise first.
You going too hard,
You
bro.
said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill
Kuya,
anyone.
Kuya, savage.
But in
Why
spite
is
of
this
that
dude
promise,
fucking around so much? Why doesn't he just come out and say shit?
I mean, we already know what happened.
Oh boy.
Yeah, keep going back.
Couldn't
Wow, she really admitted it already.
Don't
That's
worry, never
hilarious.
again. I'll let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
The Naruto
You
on the
said
swing.
if I
Oh.
kept my promise, you would go out
Wow.
Oh, the play.
with me. The only reason I
Kuya played
promised.
you.
Wow.
how many
Well,
times
that's
do I have
pretty
to
sad.
tell you? I never said that.
Did you
But
not?
you weren't
Yeah, you a
able to
lying
do
ass
it.
nigga, bro.
You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing.
I don't know if that first date is gonna
Look at
happen.
him go.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
I feel like two people are in a relationship
your
fighting right
efforts
now,
were
and I'm just that
useless.
guy in the room just
What a
awkwardly standing here
What a
listening
big
to it all.
flaming disappointment you
I
are.
hate you.
You guys feel that way too?
The opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Is
Oh.
this case gonna be solved that quick?
Are they actually going to
What's
be able
all
to
that
do
investigating?
What's going on with you?
Oh,
Genocide Jack. Oh, she about to
his
transform.
body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the room. But in the next second, dress got bigger.
Oh, yeah, that's it. We were hoping to see.
Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. I love that.
What are you gonna do?
Demon jalapeno
The
pepper.
ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide
Why is the
Jack.
tongue so
Or better
long?
yet, let's
It's
go
just
with Genocide
fucking
Jill.
weird.
I like Genocide Jack better.
What happened to you?
You're a reptilian.
That's Toko.
Dude, this is
That's
awesome.
a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
She sounds like Junko.
If one of them happens to be a serial killer, you should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
She's like a fucking fraud, bro. I can't take you serious. Fumi, she finna bite your thick ass if you don't move, sir. Run!
That's such a great laugh.
She's cool.
Yeah, I like it.
She makes me
Sound in murderous
uncomfortable.
mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to
Secure,
know.
sit on her.
Thank you,
Make her
Sakura.
stop.
Yeah, the world is composed of a front and a back human.
Damn, she can lick her own eyeballs
Just
with
like
that
how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Okay, we get it. Do we even need any more proof?
This is
We know
the
she's
murderous
Genocide
fiend?
Jack now.
Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack?
Miss Jacker?
Jill, can I ask you a question?
Oh my god, is he into it? You think he's into it?
I know he's into it.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts
So
on that?
cool.
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
What? Then it's not true?
What?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally
But
powerless.
why though?
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Buck wild.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Oh my god.
Batshit crazy.
This is kind of
This
funny.
should
I'm
be
not
enough to
trying to be
convince
rude,
you.
but I actually kind of like this
murderous fiend
personality a little
is
bit better than the regular
responsible
one.
for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Look at you going ham, bro.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone
I
didn't
didn't like
murder
our
and
secret at
graduate
first,
within
but I kind of
24
like it now
hours,
because it's just
an
very our
embarrassing
character.
memory
There's
or
just
secret
nothing
would be
interesting about
revealed.
us, and the pain of it is supposed
Let's
to be.
assume that
By the way.
Toko's secret
He's
was
not a
about
liar.
Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear
But
motive
what if that
to
wasn't
never
the
have
secret
that
that was
side
going
of
to be
herself
exposed to Toko?
exposed.
Well, actually, she did read it and then she freaked out, I
Very,
guess.
very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
I believe her.
No way.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre
Right?
fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
No. Hey, Genocide Jill,
Do you
no.
really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, Sakura, tell her.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
But maybe she's completely honest.
Mikado like, hold on, man. What's going on right now? I'm with you, Rush.
She's totally right about that.
So what are your thoughts right now?
So I think that Genocide Jill is telling the truth. I don't think she did it. Because I think that she would take the credit because she obviously enjoys it, right? But there were those scissors in the pictures used to hang the people, and here it was the cord.
The extension cord.
Yeah.
So you think it was a copycat killer?
Yes.
You don't think Genocide Jack would intentionally make the murder scene look different to skew the blame on someone else?
So that way everyone else is killed and Genocide Jill is the only one remaining.
Yeah, so that they're wrong. Trying to frame, well, trying to make it look like it's a copycat killer instead of the real thing.
Yeah, I could see that.
But something's still bothering me.
The
What she said, I
nachos
need to
I
get some more
had.
details about all this.
Toto, we're a team. Don't leave me
I
in the
will
dark.
say that
Make your arguments.
you're right to
What is
suspect
this?
the
Status
offset
of
of
the
the dead
dead
body
body.
because
Okay, let's pay attention.
That is
Everybody
a
lock in.
experience staying
Yeah.
like very Deathland.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
I believe it.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it doesn't.
What more proof?
Bam!
No, it doesn't.
Objection! The scissors.
Gotcha.
Get things
I'm
wrong.
actually not sure what you mean by this.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same?
Right, okay.
Oh,
I'm
the
not so
scissors.
sure about that.
Yeah, me either.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and
I
this
remember
one.
that at the end of the episode.
How's it any different?
Great question, hero.
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Human garbage.
God, I love her so much. Okay, you know what? If anyone asks me who's best girl, I don't care if she's a serial killer. Like she said, we can look past that, baby. we can work through this. She's my favorite. Toko is my favorite.
I love Genocide
I
Jack.
murder with passion and conviction.
Yeah, and
Just say you
I'm a
use scissors.
professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things.
No, we
Let's
must
go to
discuss
a fancy Italian
noodles.
restaurant. They're very
So
picky
Chihiro
about
was
the
killed with a
noodles, the
dumbbell,
sauce,
but hung
everything.
with the
But
desk
what
lamp
happened
wiring.
to Chihiro?
So that's why I was
It'd be
kind of
like if that
thinking
same
that
Italian
maybe
restaurant
Akuya's the
started
killer.
using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Oh,
Yeah,
Creation of mine.
Damn, they're gonna get sued, bro. They slander the name. What's wrong
Let
with
me
Ragu or
rephrase
Chef Boyardee?
that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Okay, tell me
There are
again
two
what she
clear
just said.
differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Explain! What is it, though?
There's one clear difference between the murders.
The victim's fatal injury.
I got it!
Now.
I got it!
For one,
Stop playing with
the
me.
cause of death is different.
Playtime is
Okay.
over.
Hit in the head.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
I'm really about that Phoenix Wright life.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with
Badass pair of
a pair of
scissors, too. I'm
scissors.
just not gonna lie.
Yeah. That's like
But
fabric
Chihiro died
scissors.
from a blow to the head, right?
Facts.
Yep.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Kuya, what do you got to
It's
say about
strange
it?
for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change
They
their
don't have
method.
scissors.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
What's up? What's
then the
up?
I'm not picking up
arrangement
what
of
you're
the
putting
body
down.
would be the pesto
Pesto is a
sauce.
great
I'm
sauce.
getting hungry now.
I like
Would you
pesto.
please stop comparing killing
pesto
people
marinade.
to cooking?
It's making me hungry.
Right, you're not wrong.
Are you saying
And you won't like me when I'm hungry.
He was arranged?
Yes, Taka.
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended.
I got it!
I got it!
Do you remember what the
That's how hyped I
killer
am.
used to suspend her?
The desk
They
lamp
used
broke,
some
right?
kind of rope to hang her up by her
They used
wrists.
the cord.
It wasn't rope, though.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Okay.
Scissors.
Y'all got me.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
That is
Those are pretty badass looking scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I
So
said,
she shouldn't stay?
I'm a
She
professional.
shouldn't stay with us?
So naturally, I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac?
Big
You
Mac.
called him a burger?
Oh, Makoto's Big Mac.
I love Big Mac.
Big Mac and
I like
there's
it.
actually one more difference.
Huh?
What is it?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each
Yeah, she only
Genocide
kills men,
Jack
right?
case. There's a pattern there, just
It
waiting
was all
to
men,
be discovered.
wasn't it?
There are men?
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see.
It's because
There's a pattern surrounding
they're
the
all
Genocide Jack.
Yeah, well,
males.
she couldn't have killed Chihiro because
Yes.
she was
Girl.
lover or
Yeah.
friend.
Hero
Yeah.
was a girl.
I got it!
Come on!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Serious right now?
Go bullseye, right on the money!
Stop playing with me,
And I
James.
called that the minute I saw the book.
She looks like those
In all the Genocide Jack cases,
Leviathans from
all the victims
Supernatural.
had something in common.
Mixed with like the joke.
Ken Harada.
Oh my God.
Show
It's like the people who made this game sat down and were like, do we want this game to be 2 hours long or 2,000 hours long? And then the other guy went, how about 4,000 hours long?
And then each person, one by one, gets their opportunity. You mean to say she only kills men? Yes, that's right. It seems to be the case that she only kills men.
But what about women? I'm glad you asked. Actually, only men. Let's review.
Joker from Batman, like the animated. Or no, I'm thinking of is it the Green Goblin Or like
They
Venom
were
or
all
something. With,
Venom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Oh, I see now. Well, Hifumi, you're safe. Wait.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl!
Boy on boy.
Hifumi called it out. It was so
Remember who
good.
said something about that earlier? Hifumi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So since Chihiro was a girl
So
and not
Chihiro-
an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Well, I mean,
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Guess Genocide Jack is a
I have
boy.
too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby
Yeah, I
and your
think Byakuya is the
philosophy.
killer.
But that's not all there is
Byakuya
to
is
it.
not having a single
It's a
moment.
different
as
matter
Byakuya, you might want
entirely
to
when you're
watch your
forced to
step boy
kill in
because you
order
know
to
you're next. She had a
survive.
crush on you.
Quiet, lollipop!
Oh, I love her. Put him in his
Never
place.
him like that.
For a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the
That's facts.
I guess she's not wrong there.
Damn.
That does make some amount of
Genocide
sense.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never give up my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell? Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school? Any?
She had the grinders, dude. Did you not hear her?
I don't just use
She makes her
any
own.
scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Really?
Huh?
Oh, what the hell?
Oh my gosh, look at her.
She has him.
Yeah.
She's
Epic.
fully
Is that a
equipped.
JoJo reference?
No.
This is so JoJo.
Anytime.
Can we all just like accept how JoJo that is right now? She reads JoJo.
Definitely didn't do it, you
You
guys.
still want to be her friend and talk to her after this case. You're done. You're exiled.
Oh, take a breath.
I know, right?
I'm starting to think she's innocent, guys.
Totally out of the question anyway. Anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
Don't think emotionally.
Maybe.
Believe the evidence.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew
I
about
like how
that.
Byakuya
File
got
existed in
mad
the
quiet.
building.
Yeah, that's why we figured it had to be the real deal.
Unless you
and
have
not some
access to the
copycat
files.
killer Or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person.
One person who copied Genocide Jack cases.
Yeah, Byakuya.
Select someone.
Let's do something. I gotta go for Brachia.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
Who is you? Despair.
It's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yo,
yeah.
am I right then?
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened.
Be quiet!
That's what I say we knew right from the beginning.
Yeah, we did.
You saying
I'm
Mr.
not saying it, but I'm
Togami
implying
did
it.
This nigga not even looking at me. He hit me with one of these. Nigga, we caught you. We know it's you.
Then the
That's got to be the same voice actor as Monokuma, right?
Genocide Jack
Oh, the guy?
made it kill so hard was
Yeah, Hifumi.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Is that all
Get your
it
clap.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on
Is it really that easy though?
It's
Someone's nagging you.
behind it all?
Wow, she's man.
I feel like
TMI.
I mean, I still think this is the best answer we
now
have
the
so far,
suspicion falls on
but I
me.
still feel like it's too
Then I
messy
must
to be
ask.
him.
This nigga
Why
worried.
did you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
As soon as the second floor opened.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way
I'm still
you were
not
acting
convinced it's
right
him.
before
Alright,
we
we're gonna
discovered the
move with
body
this. We're
was
gonna
a
talk
little
this out.
strange.
Yeah. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, he pointed out the locker rooms right away.
Suspicious
Yeah.
indeed, wouldn't you agree?
And then he wants to start with the
Since nobody
girls'
starts
locker
the locker
room.
room, let's start the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about
But
that,
how do you know
I'd
the
say.
victim was Chihiro?
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Is there?
Okay then. What's so strange
We
about
didn't know it was her.
Go ahead. Share with the rest of the
God,
class.
he's so smug. I almost
There was
think
a
I almost
clear
hope that he really
contradiction
did
in
do
what
it just so we
Byakuya
could get
just
rid of
said.
him.
I think it's Monokuma.
I need to hold while for a
The
flashback,
narrator.
huh?
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Make your
Okay,
arguments.
so for this one, I basically
so
did
two.
one of the statements as a
Number two.
potential flashback for any future contradictions.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
So I can load another bullet inside of the
But
truth
he was
bullet.
acting weird.
That actually makes sense. That's pretty cool.
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely
Absolutely.
take it.
Come on
That's
now.
a natural reaction for any guy.
No.
You're terrible.
The victim was Chihiro.
Who was a girl.
Right here, Bob. Bam!
Is this it?
Give me some.
I wouldn't. I did not expect that. You nailed that. That
Yeah.
was good. That
No,
was
that's
good.
not.
I like
No,
it.
it's Chihiro.
Yeah, it was the
I'll
victim.
tell you what's so strange about that.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
this is really cool.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have
Facts,
known
facts,
who
facts,
the victim
facts,
was.
facts,
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because
Oh,
Chihiro was the victim
Oh
doesn't
shit, so
hold up.
this is major.
Damn, sucker.
I see.
I'm not following
That's
you.
a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed.
Have
But
they
your
already seen
reasoning is
everyone?
still too
Then
weak.
why are you shaking like that? Because you're nervous?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that.
I will.
Go ahead.
Stop talking. I
Show
will.
us.
Stop talking. What's with
What's with
Byakuya's
Byakuya's attitude?
It's like he doesn't even
All I'm
care.
doing is accusing him
I've
of
got him
murder.
cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with it.
Man.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you?
Notice who
There
hasn't
must
said a
be
word
more
this
to it.
entire time.
Kyoko?
There is.
Yeah.
I think.
There is more to
There,
it.
okay, I say
Think
that.
about it.
I want to see
We just
Kyoko versus
talked about the
Byakuya. I
differences
want to see it
between
now.
this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Then just say it before we all die.
Proof that I'm the culprit, you
Why are
mean?
you getting so defensive about it? She
The
ain't even gonna
differences
answer
between
you.
this case and other Genocide Jack murders, the evidence that proves
That's the
Byakuya is
freaking
responsible
cord
is
he used for
hidden
the
there.
light. What could that be?
It was the cord he used in the
The
library.
fact that he used a death lamp wire.
It does seem like
Make
there's
your
coincidence
arguments.
that the extension cord was
Library
Library desk lamp, yes.
I'm right.
It's got to be the disappearing stain.
Okay.
What? The difference between the cases?
Like
Want me
sloppy.
to explain it again?
Here, come on.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Yeah.
And I
Right.
use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right. It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from?
Look at Mondo, he pissed.
I'd never seen that rope
Yeah,
before
here we
in
go.
my life.
Bye-bye.
Oh, right here.
Come on.
You're lying.
Let's go.
You're lying.
Talk your
was
shit,
trying to
Big
get
Mac.
the
Talk
white
your
noise.
shit. End the case. End this case.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because you see, that rope, or should I
That death
say,
lamp?
that extension cord?
Canadian belt? It's like they didn't even look. It's like they didn't even look.
I don't think most of them did.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library
Yeah,
more
you
than
use it
once.
to light your
haven't
way
you?
so you could read the
And the
freaking
same
book, huh, nerd?
extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover
That kind of they're holding the gender thing back as
the
like a
one who took the
smoking gun.
extension cord.
Yes.
I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's
There you
really
go, Mac.
what you think? Then your
You mean
conclusion
God,
is
dude.
something like this? I
hope
killed
it's him, 'cause I
Chihiro in the
can't wait to
girls'
see him
locker
get
room,
executed.
then hung her up and wrote
No,
that
he killed her in the
bloody
boys'
message.
locker room.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
This nigga will lie
Is
right
that
up to
about
the
right?
very end.
So
That is
far, yeah,
insane.
but we have to
with
go
me.
with the whole boy
He's
girl
doing
thing.
it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved.
Not even
What's
involved.
wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened.
No, it's not.
You think he's
So that's
covering
it,
for
right?
someone?
I think
Byakuya's
he
the killer.
ordered Genocide Jack to do
I
it.
don't disagree with not disagreeing.
Oh, wait, what?
It's a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do
Toto's
something
thinking
like
right
this
now,
to
guys.
win.
Maybe he put somebody else up to it.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Huh? Do we really need to?
Yes, we do need to.
We've already
Absolutely.
decided who did it.
I know.
Let's just
Still,
murder and move on.
There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell?
What, are you
is
gonna
still
save my
bothering you?
life now, you dick?
I killed her in the
What would
girls'
be-
locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like
No,
it was the
but bro,
work of
you
a
couldn't have killed in the
homicidal
girls' locker room.
psychopath.
How would you get in the girls' locker room?
What about
This-
all that bothers
His
you?
attitude is super weird.
It is,
Because he
isn't
would
it?
be really, like, he'd be killed either way. Does he want everyone to die?
I don't know, but it would include himself.
Right. That's why it's so weird.
And he comes across like a, narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think he would want himself to die.
Right. I think that's what's bothering me about this the most, is that if he's acting like he's the blackened and he's not,
Yeah,
then he dies.
yeah,
If he is the blackened and he's acting like the blackened, he dies.
right.
Wait,
That must mean
What
he
does that
didn't
smell?
do
Something's
it
not
just
right.
now.
something's not right.
No.
There's definitely something
Don't
off
even
what he
tell
said.
me I'm about to be sick.
The extension cord, the scene of the crime.
Yeah, then you recover
Say
half
you
and half
killed
heart.
Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that?
Are you sure about
Isn't
that?
it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Yeah, like the
How
boys' locker room.
disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
I'm on him.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question
boy.
about that. How could the scene of the crime
Because
have
I
been
found this big
anywhere
boo-boo
else?
stand on the floor, dude.
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere
Yeah,
else.
that's what I'm worried
then
about.
carried there later, along with the
Yeah.
rest of the murder scene.
Yeah, so it was one big switcheroo.
The rest of the murder scene?
Look at
You don't understand that part?
Sweaty
That was
bastard.
awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
Why is he
Calm your
mad?
tits,
that
please.
we
I
can
do.
do
That
that?
now, bro. What's
Yeah, I believe I do, sucker.
Did I just take you off guard?
Sure did.
When the
Does
story
this take you
suddenly
off
moved to
guard?
the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was
Wait,
killed
what?
somewhere else?
I'm getting there, dude.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
And I did find that proof by myself.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else.
He caught him off guard. Like he
It's
didn't
else.
know.
Something
girls'
switched
locker
between the
room.
boys and girls' locker
It
room.
was
in a
the
row.
poster.
Go with the poster. Go with the poster.
Let's see.
Okay, let's go with the poster.
The posters then, the posters.
We're
Yeah,
gonna say
start
these.
with
Give me
that.
some.
Posters first.
Come on, present. Yes!
Yes!
Still getting used
The
to
proof
it.
that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
I'm loving this game so far. I'm having a lot of fun.
Your proof?
I should have
Is
did the wrong
something- you all
first. I
always
actually had
suggest
to
me,
post
like,
it
the
in the
greatest
girls'
game.
locker
in
room
the
was
girls' locker room because of soccer.
poster, a picture of a big boob supermodel. Well,
Yeah, big
don't you
boobs.
think that's kind of strange?
Lust.
Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
And we already saw girls in the other
Those
room.
massive jet zippers were totally fake.
Oh, damn.
Okay, what are you waiting for?
boys' locker
Bigger or
room
not, they
had
still big. What do you
Poster of
got?
the super popular boy band Tornado.
Cool. I wonder.
Again,
That's got to be a
That
reference to
doesn't
something. I
really
wonder what
seem
it
to
is.
belong in a boy's locker room.
I don't know
Doesn't
Japanese
really
boy bands.
seem-
So you're saying that maybe
more than
the
that.
posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker
Stain.
rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right,
Big shit
Sakura?
stain.
You're referring to my protein
Oh, you
coffee.
say it like that.
Kids
It's
are
Referring to
falling
that
nowadays.
giant
Sure.
dump I took on the ground, aren't you?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Oh, is that what
But
you
I
call it?
noticed that after the murder, the stain
I had
had
a
been
little
totally
protein
scrubbed
spill, if
away.
you know what I'm
Probably
saying.
lifting weights and couldn't make it to the
No,
bathroom.
it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
That's right.
But
Stain
she
was
wouldn't know that.
Whoever did it is
Right.
strong as hell to use that
Now.
workout
That's
equipment
right.
off the.
There is it. There it is.
There we go. Boom.
Present this key item. Got it.
On the girls'
So
locker
does this
room
mean it's
carpet
not
wasn't scrubbed
Byakuya though?
away.
Because he seems either he's surprised about it or is he trying to get somebody else
In
out?
fact, the stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
What happened then?
In fact, I found it on the boys'
Someone
locker room
shot
carpet.
protein
Yup.
coffee all over it.
That's definitely the stain from my
She's gonna go
protein
over there and
coffee.
drink the rest of it.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone
question.
do that?
I don't know. That's the thing.
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
Yeah, I
It's
dig it.
certainly plausible. Don't you think?
So why were they in the boys' locker room?
In other words, In order to completely swap the scene of the crime,
Getting down to the thing that I've been caring about, is Chihiro really a boy?
Along with the dead body. By doing this,
Mad
the
work.
killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Wait, so you're saying that the carpet and the poster
What about maybe to pin it on a specific gender?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even
So
bigger
it can make it
question.
seem like the
If
killer
the
had to
murder
have been a
did
girl, I
take
guess?
place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Just find Leon broken e-reader in the fucking. Oh my
To
god.
get into the locker room, you have to swipe your
We already know.
across the card reader device.
Leon.
But
Leon's the
Chihiro's
handbook.
should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
That's wrong.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
That's wrong.
No, she did have a way.
Oh, see, they knew.
Hold on.
I
I think he's gonna say something relevant.
Did you forget I was even here?
Here we go.
Tell us, Hero.
This is the real mystery.
I want to like you.
Yes, with the extra. Maybe they're all of the appropriate sex, I guess.
Maybe it's gonna be shit.
Broken e-handbook.
Gotta hear it.
I am on one today.
Is it really possible?
Yes, it is.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Remember, she was
Maybe.
a hacker.
I got it!
What?
Okay, tell me.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking that
She
too.
was the
think so.
ultimate program.
It's not bad.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's
Gonna
it.
go
Hey,
through all
Hero,
the
you got this
options
one?
She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Oh, he was onto it.
Yeah.
What thing? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
Give me that.
That's wrong.
It's broken.
It's not
And
working.
the other two are Junko.
There we go.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Wait, what? It wasn't Leon's handbook?
Because
Yeah,
Leon's handbook
there's
was
just
broken.
there's something strange. It could have been both of these things, but
Well, then, yeah, I guess.
No, I don't think it was
that's pretty
broken because
impossible,
the
huh?
bear said
I'm
it could have been
struck
broken.
silent by how quickly you gave up.
Isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Unless you borrow it.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail
Yup, yup.
square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
There's only one option.
She must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
That's
You
wrong.
can't fix an e-handbook.
Oh?
The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
oh,
So if she
okay.
didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
Hey, who asked
It
you?
seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess
Oh
Okay,
no.
accomplice, maybe.
I
Y'all
vote
think
for
about that an
Byakuya.
accomplice?
Settle down there, Taka.
Is that it then?
Settle down,
Chihiro
bro.
was killed in the girls' locker room and being the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else.
Hold on a second.
Yes, thank
Ah,
you. I was
thank you,
waiting for you to
Kyoko.
come in and say
Always
it.
ever the voice of
go.
Goddess Kyoko, here to deliver us from the throes of
Finally
evil.
decide to open your
But I mean, if
mouth
we
and
know it's him, we don't
that's
gotta
what you
like.
got to say.
I mean, to be fair, like it would
There's
be
no
hard to
way
think
she could
straight
get in the
that
boys'
way.
locker room, right? So
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
She checked her genitals.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
What?
I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait, but
Wait. Just what?
You're gonna show the virginity? Come on,
I
give us
was gonna
this.
say,
Look
is
at
that
him.
allowed?
Raring to
Don't
go.
This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make
Give
things
us a-
more
give us a second.
exciting? Well, all right then.
There's actually a class trial recess.
Oh, I didn't realize we would get a break in the middle.
Now then, what is it you want to show
Are you
us?
okay over there?
Yeah.
Be boring
Am I-
or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh,
So allow.
I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
We shall go.
Where do you think she's
See what you
going?
have to show
I think
us.
she's
But Monokuma
going to the
knows
locker
this
rooms.
already.
Before I knew
Chihiro's
what was happening.
notebook.
the
Can we go to
question
Crafty
was,
real quick?
Oh, they're gonna take a
All
look at
right.
the people?
Yoko
I hope
and
so.
Oh,
the
e-handbook?
And where she took us was
Wait, but
did they have
Chihiro's bag
gotten
was
into the
gone.
school area?
Hello.
We've already
Yeah, where's
searched
her
this
bag?
place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Again with
Just
this?
desecrating this.
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Okay.
Examine her.
Oh, no.
Don't let them use your hands.
Yes, it's
Chickened out.
probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
You're not wrong,
Taka.
Taka. You're a good guy.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
I don't blame any of you.
Very well. I'll do it.
Yeah, it falls out and slaps on the floor. What is it, rolled up like fruit by the foot?
Touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Okay.
Sakura,
What's going
what
on?
is this? Some kind of secret girl action?
Oh.
Is that what you two are about?
Honestly,
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Stop fucking around.
Okay.
You
Here I
stop
go.
screwing around.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
She's dead. She don't
Put your
care.
hands together for brief prayer. Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body.
Yo, why don't you
And
just
I
tell
believe
them?
the
Why are you
result
wasting everybody's
is
time?
particular
Just-
mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but what?
What about the
This
grundle?
is-
Oh.
What is this? What
is it?
Not possible.
It's not possible. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
I knew it! 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 I knew it!
I see.
Ha ha!
So she.
That's why she didn't want to be around the girls.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
I see. So she was
This is the weirdest way for them to have investigated this. By
Well,
the
how
way.
else are they gonna find out?
Look at her freaking handbook.
Does it say their gender?
Yes, that's how you get into each locker room. Because it says that the handbooks are assigned to whatever gender, unless it's whatever gender they.
His handbook could say she.
Yeah, it could.
What is this?
What is this? I've never seen one of I've never seen one of these before. Yeah, you have quite the little cough break going on right there.
It's not even her final form, bro.
Hey, Luna the Angel, what's going on? We're in the middle of the trial.
Possible. It's not possible.
Oh, she's literally going Super Saiyan.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
She sounds like Frieza.
She really does. Okay.
Really? A boy? Impossible! I'll destroy this entire planet!
Yep.
Oh, shit! What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
a boy. This girl is
what?
a boy.
What? Wait, Sakura just spelled Chihiro's junk? Like, she just grabbed balls and wiener?
Whoa, Sakura, you alright, darling?
What is it?
Not possible.
What?
It's not possible.
Where did she put her hands? Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
Oh no, it's a boy, is it?
What?
Is it?
a boy.
No! Oh no, it all makes sense! So I was absolutely right before when I was like, that couldn't possibly be it.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
Oh.
I see. So she
Okay.
actually.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I see. So she was actually a he.
So Kyoko already knew this.
Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
I wouldn't joke about this.
This nigga, bro. Wait. I've never heard that
really
one.
true?
Peachy Mellow, it's a cock and a frog.
All right. Chihiro was.
Oh,
Yo,
what? You guys
it's a
didn't
cock
know?
and a frog.
Heck, I knew that right
I'm
off the
done.
bat.
Wait, you
I
did?
am done.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a girl.
Oh.
This
He was a
girl is
cross-dresser? Is what? Really
is a boy.
I wish I had killed him.
Cross-dressers because
Very automatic response.
Okay.
it's an
Okay,
adorable
that makes sense.
boy.
Right.
So everybody mistook Chihiro for a girl.
That certainly does
that what it
make
was?
things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Well, okay, that
The
explains it.
trial. So,
Kyoko made everybody
okay.
Is there a wave emoji on YouTube?
I do apologize for
All of that, but you could have
Like
just
a
told
title.
everybody.
Let's resume the class trial.
Kill the
We
boys.
just learned of the shocking revelation
No one
that
would have
Chihiro
believed
was
Kyoko if she
actually
just said
a
it.
boy.
You think these people
Let's
are
pick up
smart?
from there.
You know what?
Yes.
You're right.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Yeah.
To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought never even crossed my mind.
And
Yeah, me
because the
neither.
victim was male, he would have
I thought
had
there was gonna be
no
like a
problem
new
gaining
type of
access to
injury,
the
like a
boys'
fatal
locker
injury.
room.
So it all makes sense
Assuming
now.
his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said
Okay,
he was
there
a
it is.
boy.
Confirmed.
He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Okay.
The victim was killed
I'm
in the
still in
boys'
shock.
locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls'
Makes
locker
sense.
room.
No, but because of the point of getting the body getting bribed, because
I
like,
still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem
Because it would have
plausible.
paid on Genocide Jack.
Pretty crazy twist, though.
I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew
did?
he felt a little off.
You didn't know
There was a
shit.
certain incongruity
Wait, is he-
to his
so is he the
female
killer?
body.
oh,
No, you
and
did
he
not.
knows
This is
all-
the
I was
most
gonna say
titillating
Byakuya's got the boob
situation.
lust.
Titillating.
Now
I still think it's
everything has
Byakuya.
been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Have they
Okay,
though?
well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
He's still
Very
making me mad.
interesting.
Like, I don't understand
This has
how his
become
behavior is
very
benefiting him at
interesting.
all.
Sure,
and
what
I
if he's
don't
like,
like
yeah,
that.
very interested. And it tries to like run out of the
His own
courtroom.
little world.
This has actually
What
become
about you,
very, very
Makoto?
interesting.
After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
I'm thinking because
Yeah, I don't know
Without
anymore.
a doubt,
I'm
Byakuya
trying
is
to
the
think
one that
who
made
had the
Chihiro's
strength
death
to
look like
just-
Genocide
Well, no,
Jack
it's
did.
Byakuya.
It's definitely true.
But
I'm not sure he did it.
I think he might not
wait.
actually be the killer after all.
Okay,
Didn't
how
we say
many
they could have
twists are we gonna
accomplices?
have in this freaking episode?
You were the one who
Huh?
accused him in the first place?
Nigga, my brain is cooking right now. The only other person that could be is Sakura. Who else could lift up that big old dumbbell and move all that stuff? Okay, I'm thinking either Mondo or Sakura. Mondo, I could see picking up the dumbbell. That was a big dumbbell. That's why I've been saying, like, who's lifting up all this workout equipment to move everything around? It could have been Mondo or Sakura.
Why would Mondo kill her?
Well, Mondo, the murder happened. Mondo knew that she was a boy. He
Yes.
called her a dude. It was Mondo.
Yes, but what would his motive be?
To go home? Like everybody else's motive?
And he got Byakuya to help him?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Maybe it's
And
all
I
just
trust
an
him.
act.
I think that might
I don't think I've heard a single word
Doesn't
from
that have
Mondo
anything to do with it?
in so long
Plus,
either.
the
No, he
evidence he
has.
left behind was a little too, how can I put it?
Sloppy.
Overt. He consciously chose to use the
Bro.
extension cord.
That's why I was
knowing
like,
it could connect him to the
And
murder.
from the beginning, I'm like,
At
don't tell me
least,
he's a smart dumb
that's
nigga that
how
would
I
just like
see it.
set up all this easy to pin
And
evidence.
Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
I didn't know that either.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Okay, so who
So
is
that's
the killer
your
then?
thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more
What is this guy's
reasons,
angle?
but
I don't
it's
understand.
Fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Why would you do such a
Why would you do that?
No, I am not effing with you.
Effing with you?
No, I'm not effing with you right now.
I'm very hard to believe.
You over here crying?
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed
So he
along with the
basically
rest
just
of
wanted to
us.
make it more
If you're
interesting.
really telling
He's
the
just
truth,
bored out of his mind.
Killed her. I mean, him.
Why
Just
do you
say
do that
so
if you're
then.
really...
My reasons hardly matter right now.
Man, you about to piss
Uncovering
me
the
off.
culprit is much more
What's
important.
worse, a murderer or someone that walks around with a dead body
wasn't
after?
me,
right?
Was it?
This nigga's light, y'all me, bro.
I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
You're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought
Why
it
is
was
this nigga
clear.
sweating?
Byakuya
Oh my
did it.
god, bro. Everybody's a suspect.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every
Well, then
possibility.
let's explore every possibility
Because if we're
instead of just
wrong,
talking about it for an
we all
hour.
die
Just
here.
talking about
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Very well then. I'm with you too.
And my axe.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Well, at least he listens. At least he knows how to listen.
You look real
Of course I
suspicious
do.
right now.
What am I, an ant or something?
I think an act might be
Let's
smarter.
discuss this all as
Of course I
group
have a
one more
mind.
time.
A hive
We
mind.
still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Yes, we will.
Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? Huh. I don't think I have any
Killer
clues to that.
is a guy.
It is a guy.
We knew
It was
that.
definitely a guy. Because Leon's handbook doesn't work. And was it again? Leon's handbook was apparently broken. The killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. So enough, I need to find more clues. Now I suspect the big-haired dude, which
I
is
have no
acting
clue
weird.
who it is.
Bro, what happened to this case? I thought we had it in the bag. Wait, what was
Man,
it?
they only load one truthful in it.
Celeste's
Kind of
account.
annoying.
What was
I like
Celeste's
cycling
Okay,
through.
I got my bullets.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I don't know.
I don't know, Sakura. Let me figure it out. Let me get my Phoenix right on.
Did
Be like, take
nobody
that, take
get a
that.
look at the killer?
Come on, somebody say something good.
Sure, if someone
should've
saw
bullet
the
at it.
killer, they would have said
Right?
something by now.
Facts.
Perhaps
No,
someone
that
saw the
wasn't it.
victim at some point. Even that might be
Oh,
enough
she saw
for
her in the
now.
warehouse.
Celeste did
Celeste.
at one point.
All we need right now is any kind of
So
new
that's where she probably
It's
got.
over.
Is that it?
First one
It's
though, before
all
that?
over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Judy, yes,
Celeste saw her.
Not true.
You gotta
Counter.
Still just found out that Chihiro's a guy. You know, still trying to get used to it. Let my mind
I
process.
believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
How did you forget?
But I suppose only Makoto knows about it.
I love when she says it. Oh my god.
I love the way she says that.
That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
She's like,
Only him has been ugly noises.
Yeah.
Because last
my
night,
god. I should've
right
done that.
before nighttime, I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Yep.
And then she's like, "Oh, you're gonna go
I saw him
exercise."
stuffing
And,
a
oh, how'd you know that?
track
Because I can
jacket
see the
into a duffel
tracksuit
bag.
sticking out.
And then, I assume, he headed off to
I
exercise.
wonder where the duffel bag is right now. Because it wasn't in the locker room.
Duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the Mercy.
It seems like
Exactly.
seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Right.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Tell the
What did
jury,
he say? You
Celeste.
didn't mention this to me.
Well, I
Kinda in a
better
hurry.
get going. I'm kind of in a hurry. Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
Why was he in a hurry though?
Why would
I
he
think
be
it was
in a hurry?
Mondo.
Exactly.
Only if
I think-
someone were
I
waiting
think
for him, I should
Mondo was
Bingo.
helping Chihiro get
So,
stronger.
Mr.
Like they were working out
Fujisaki was on
together.
his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
He wouldn't have been able to.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find
Yup.
out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means
Mondo
that
hasn't been
conversely,
talking at all.
He must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. enough
It's him,
so
isn't
that he
it?
was willing to risk his secret being
It's
revealed.
him, isn't it?
It was Mondo. Mondo knew that he was.
Marvelous
I'm about to be
friendship.
sick.
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Oh my god, is
so
it
we just
Mondo?
gotta figure out
Don't
who
tell
it
me
was.
it's Mondo. I like
But
Mondo.
knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
I can.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Damn it, Kirigiri, just say it.
You know who the killer is.
The coyest detective in the world.
Yep.
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Josuke, no!
The track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
I'm actually not even seeing it.
I really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have.
I'm really thinking hard right now.
What? You want to track down some
Like, I'm really putting my
fingerprints or
brain on
something?
max energy.
Even
I
if
don't
we
think we
had
can
the
do that.
equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe,
where do they
but we
go?
can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
I know them, of
Easy
course,
for
but I
you
won't
to
share
say.
them.
Let's talk it out. Let's hug it out one time.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
Come on, Celeste.
The bag
Tell us.
was just a normal duffel bag from the
Your
warehouse.
everyday run-of-the-mill
All the
Duffy
bags in
Wuffy.
there are the same.
Why did
so
I even say Duffy Wuffy?
Can't
The
imagine
track jacket was
what
blue,
could make
right?
that one special.
That's the only thing they said
If I
about it?
remember
Okay,
right,
wow, I should
there was
just
a
exit out
decent
this game and
variety
just
of
take a walk
tracksuits
outside.
to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more
Facts.
about
I like
the
how we
jacket.
figure all this stuff out just by talking.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe.
Me and Makoto are on the same boat. The same rocky hole at the
Who's
bottom
gonna
of
spill the beans on this
I don't know
one?
what's happening right now.
Celeste account.
Celeste accounts.
Is it that it looks like Hina's, but she's a girl?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go
course.
exercise.
It's true.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he
Maybe
did?
he liked the way his ass looked
What do
in
you
it. I don't
mean,
know.
the specific tracksuit?
I got it. He picked that tracksuit
Tell me,
because
Taka, tell me, Taka.
it matched the one the culprit was
Really?
wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Wait, what?
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
no one's refuting that.
Exercising sucks.
Yeah.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Wait, so everyone has a different one?
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Wait, what?
Did any of that really help us get any closer?
Wait
to
a minute,
figuring
I
out
think I
who
know.
the culprit is?
Hold on.
No.
No way. Not a chance.
I didn't see anything that's useful in there.
You
Let's see.
heard it, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
He just said it was really odd. He did know. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific
I
tracksuit?
got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Did it?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No.
My tracksuit is black.
I didn't mean to do all that. Blue tracksuit. Nobody said what color it is.
He was on his way.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Right? What he just said without even realizing it?
Wait. Hold on, go to your
First of all,
F1 or
we
whatever.
know where Chihiro was headed.
I will
He was on his way to go exercise. So
That's
next
just
we
true.
have to ask,
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it. He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Why did that matter? Something he said without realizing.
What you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Oh!
My tracksuit is black.
How would you have known?
Yep. So we gotta shoot that.
The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Oh no!
My tracksuit is black.
Oh no! It was Mondo! No way it was Mondo! Because, hold on. Before I find the right, bullet to strike on the right sentence, Mondo said that the track jacket was blue, but how could he have known that if none of us said it was blue, right? Oh no. Mondo, what did you do, Mondo?
what he just said without even realizing?
Yes, I heard him. Oh no.
He was on his way to go exercise.
I might actually cry.
So next we have
She never said the color tracksuit.
That's wrong.
Why?
Did no one
Why
say
not to be Mondo?
Oh,
I like Mondo too.
What did you just say?
Guys, I am in the pit of despair for real.
I don't know what you just said, Mondo.
When Celeste testified a few
Plead the
minutes
fifth.
ago, she said
He was the first one to
stuffing a
say.
track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assume he head off
Oh,
to exercise.
damn, Mondo.
she never said
you
anything about the
naughty
jacket's
bear.
color.
Wow.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
Bro, not Mondo.
Mondo.
Not Mondo, bro.
How? How could you
tracksuit.
have done such a thing to your friend?
As a matter of fact,
Mondo.
Not Mondo,
Why
bro.
didn't you say
I'm so
that
disappointed.
before
I
we
hate it
began
here.
the trial?
I hate it here.
Did
I
you
wanna
tell
go
anyone
home.
that?
the only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's
Because I
tracksuit
murdered her. Because
Got him.
I guess. I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No,
Why you?
that can't
Oh,
be
he's
it.
jumping in to save him because they're
The
bros.
bag
You know what?
clothes
Kill
were
him.
surely disposed
Kill him,
of
Mondo.
By the time we
Kill
began
him.
our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he
I'm
saw
sad
Cherry
because
with it
Mondo
before he
was
died.
growing up.
That's the
Cherry.
only possibility.
I love how she gives people
That I
nicknames.
didn't want, but I got.
Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the
Damn, I
tracksuit
did
or
not
didn't
see
you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Bro.
No,
It's your
that
face.
can't be it either.
Your face is the color of
According
his
to
tracksuit
Celeste's
right now.
testimony,
Guilty.
no.
Shooting himself in the foot.
Yeah.
It was almost.
Oh,
she
she
stuffed the
stuffed
jacket
it.
into her
There was
bag.
no way.
Celeste noticed it. Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Okay.
Oh, got him.
You dug your own grave.
Yup, you know, you
Perhaps.
basically bought the
But you
shovel at
handed him the
Walmart,
shovel,
picked
didn't
the
you?
place where you wanted
That's
to
why
put your
you
grave,
said
and
what
you
you
just start
did.
digging it, my guy.
This is why
Focus
Kyoko's
on
so
the
smart.
tracksuit and it'll
Like,
be
Kyoko's
obvious
so
who he
savage.
met with.
Yeah.
What a bunch of nonsense.
Why are you mad? Because she figured it out and you
now
didn't?
I understand. It was all one
Or
big
that.
bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my
Well, why didn't
suspicions
you
about him.
go
from
tell
the very
somebody?
beginning.
Barbecue
You said
said that.
nothing
I
about
didn't.
Mondo.
I fell in love with him, and now look where it got me.
No.
That's a good question.
Acting because I hate him? Yes, that's why. Because we hate him. No, this is never personal.
Acting?
Because of the way he was
You
acting.
got my full support.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me
Oh,
off.
is it because Mondo said dude
Maybe
once?
you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dudes.
Yeah, he said dude.
I did notice that.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Oh, I didn't even
Once
pick that
I
up.
picked up on that,
I saw
it occurred
that.
to me that Mondo
Yeah,
knew
I did, but I
something
didn't.
we
It was like
didn't.
one off. It was one.
Wow.
That's
You
interesting.
really gotta pay attention to every
Are you a
single
witch?
word.
She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
A witch!
No, I'm not the frightful one.
But
Not
the fire
nearly
is
as
so
frightful as
delightful.
Someone capable of murdering a friend.
What a bitch, bro.
I'm about to have a headache over this. I can't believe
Mondo?
this.
Was it really
Why?
you? Did you really
Yeah, I was
So Mondo.
kill Chihiro?
Why did you do
no,
this?
no.
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words
Yeah,
in
he's
my
guilty.
mouth.
He's getting
what
real
gives you the
defensive
right
right now.
to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Oh, you broke your promise.
He would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
Oh,
Hey,
bro's,
get him.
bro's always got your
He's
back.
because
Even
he's
when you
really
know he's
right.
the killer, bro's got your back.
Fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
But he didn't deny it.
My time has nearly come.
I love it when Hofumi gets serious.
Ghost friend is telling
My
me.
time.
I mean, we've been on
What is
two wild
this?
goose chases already with
Weren't
Toko
you
and
telling me you
Byakuya.
found some
Yeah.
evidence?
Could be on a third.
Really? What kind of
Hate
evidence?
Hifumi, sorry.
The kind that
Actually,
doesn't matter.
Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not
People,
be
we
all
don't make
that
a fucking
relevant.
spectacle out of it.
Please,
Just tell
your
me.
confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
It
Just tell
implicates
us.
me.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
Oh, his
You have a
ebook.
handbook?
What do you have there?
Whose is
It
it?
happens to be an e-handbook. I found it
Oh,
laying
that's
on
right,
the
you didn't
ground,
tell us what it
so I
was.
scooped it up.
On the ground, right? Must belong to.
It's probably Chihiro's.
I bet it's
Chihiro's the only
Chihiro's.
one that we've stated
Oh,
as
and
missing.
like just
I
forgot
got it.
because Mondo would have his own.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yes.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Right.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted.
This one's also
It won't
broken?
even turn on.
Again,
I imagine
non-bustable
the culprit broke it
handbooks.
to
They
get
can't
rid
break
of
them.
it.
You can't break it.
Monokuma said that you can't break them.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And members of the opposite sex
This
got
one
open,
does
right?
appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all
Is
your
it, though?
confidence,
Is
that
it?
is a remarkably high failure
Damn, she
rate.
called him Monokuma out.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in
I
there
think I've
somewhere?
been right from the beginning. I think I've been right from the
How
beginning.
precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Well, they have a weakness there, right?
There's only one possible.
I'm going
That's
with
the
weak
one.
point. Yeah.
It might not be a
By hitting its weak point.
I got it!
Yeah.
Yes! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
Yeah! You remember that?
How could
Yes.
we forget?
Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
No, you didn't do that.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
Not wrong.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Don't try to execute now.
Already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you
I
won't follow their
promise.
example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is...
It's gonna be something so
when
stupid,
it's
isn't it?
exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a
they were
meltdown
having
and
fun
totally
in the sauna.
break.
So who? I've been asking
Is
who's
there
cleaning
any-
duty.
is any foam that we all have?
Cleaning duty forever.
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the
Sauna.
sauna. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200
Paka took his
degrees.
clothes off.
Strange how you don't get burned.
Oh my
huh?
gosh.
Those are the dudes
Because
sitting
as
there.
your sweat
I mean, I didn't want
evaporates,
to believe it, but
creates a
now facts are
cooling
facts.
layer of air around your skin.
Thanks, Bill
if
Nye.
the hot air of the sauna were
I learned something
somehow
today.
pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
Oh, that's so true.
when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
That was great, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
Trifling
gonna stay still
speck
in
of
the sauna.
knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the
I love how we had that little break.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Damn, Mondo, you're smarter
How'd
than you
they
look.
find
Well,
out?
we would have to check
Monokuma
everybody
said he
else's
didn't
handbook to see if
Because
that's
they
still.
sat in
know.
the sauna.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
Yeah.
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its
Because Mondo
weakness?
didn't take his clothes
And it
off
broke.
when they were having a really fun.
Yo, Taka took his
They'd
clothes
realize
off.
it was
Parka.
broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook,
So check
they knew
everyone's
they had an
handbooks
easy
and see
way
who's
to
got a
dispose
broken
of
one.
it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook
I
into
do.
the sauna.
I do. I witnessed it. I witnessed it.
I might know someone
I sure
who
do.
did.
Your
know the
social
gossip.
game is real
Seriously?
off, man.
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
no, Taka's gonna cry. His
They might
BFF
have
is
brought
gonna
their
die.
handbook into the sauna.
Mondo.
It was. Where you at, Mondo? You did it.
I can't deal with this.
You kept your clothes on.
Mondo, why?
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing
So he
him?
actually has
Mondo
a
and
handbook,
Taka
and
had
it's
an
Mondo's
endurance
that's in the
contest
mailbox
sauna
that's
not too
broken.
long ago. Remember? And for the
bromance
contest,
is being
Mondo
broken.
just so
I
happened to
defend
keep
you,
his
Tom.
school uniform on.
I love that he has the towel over his hair.
Little did he realize he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform books.
in his pocket.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't
Care
accept
about that
this.
tough guy.
Show me the proof.
Taka
the
wants-
actual
oh my
solid
gosh.
proof.
Yeah, he's kind of right.
I don't want to believe it either, bro. Found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Make him take out his e-handbook.
Here's a picture of Mondo killing Chihiro. Sorry, I
What is
should
that?
have mentioned it
What do
earlier.
you have on you now, Mondo? Show us.
So what we got?
Broken
handbook,
handbook,
Chihiro's handbook, and card reader. I have 3 bullets?
Oh my
Let's test
god.
Makoto's assertion.
This is the
If
second
what he says is
trial.
correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Okay.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually
I want some of those purple texts.
Then he has
that
Leon.
proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Okay, we switch through those. What do you have?
Page right over there.
That's wrong.
That's the one I could.
Fucking cucumber. He took Leon's.
That was it?
Because that shit ain't true.
Mondo,
That all makes
the
sense.
handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Oh, it's basically saying
Oh, damn.
your handbook is.
I didn't even think about that.
Isn't that one actually
Because he did
yours?
say that there's no way the
What are you
baseballs
talking
could have
about?
destroyed it. And then
What
I was
I
like,
mean
oh,
is,
somebody hacked it.
Dang,
But
man,
no,
that
he
makes
went
total
and
sense
switched
when
it out
it
with
actually
Leon.
works.
This
I
game
think he took
actually does
Leon's
tie
handbook
its
and
own.
replaced it
It
with his
does tie
own.
everything up.
After all, Monokuma said
makes so
himself
much
that
sense.
Some stuff is
Makes
kind
no
of left
never
field,
should have
but
broken.
it doesn't.
That's right.
Doesn't leave thread
The
hanging.
punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Correct.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now.
What's the
is
handbook,
actually
Mondo?
Leon's.
I think so.
Yes, but doesn't that violate the school regulation that
No,
says
we already went over this.
handbook
We went over
is
that.
prohibited?
But he borrowed it.
Here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's
Man.
kind of a gray area,
Why?
I'll admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy
Well,
to
you're
admit I
wrong.
made a mistake, but
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. Come on.
What's wrong
He's
with that,
He's
bro?
wrong. You have to
I
be
could
wrong.
handle it until Taka started.
Everything you just said is wrong.
Why are you stuck in
You
that
made
dryer
it up.
step, bro?
The game with you now?
Taka, I'm
okay.
sorry.
then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
I'm down.
Oh my
That
god.
way,
Are you sure you
everything
want
will
to
be
do that?
complete, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Who made Makoto the leader? I love this
we
part.
go.
This is
Time.
my
Begin.
favorite part of
The
game.
killer is
Let's see what happens.
you.
Let's hope so.
Okay, let's see. I feel like we have one thing wrong.
Let's take a look back to before the incident.
Right?
Cha-cha. Slam.
Last night,
Yes.
Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Correct.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Ha! Click.
That right?
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right,
Yeah.
Celeste?
Yep.
She hides it, runs off.
Bye.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even
Did I
though
knock
it
it
was
that right?
officially nighttime.
Yep.
She made her way to the locker room. Specifically,
Okay, got
the
that right.
boys'
That was a
locker
good
room.
choice by me.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Yes. Got it.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that that was right.
I just had it backwards.
Because she was
I'm
really a
confident.
he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to
This
the
is
boys'
amazing.
locker
First
room.
class trial.
Right,
I
because
got
there's a
every
panel layer
single
that
one
looks
right.
almost exactly like that.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who
He
killed
was a
him.
Mondo jerk.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro,
smacked him.
I'm not too
Splat.
confident after this panel over here.
Splat.
Dang it.
and that's where the
One
bloodstains
blow
on
to
the
head did all
poster and
that.
carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Right.
So far, all right, good.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged.
I don't know
but the
why he
murder
killed him,
itself
though.
felt unplanned.
Like, just in the
I
heat of
mean,
the
he actually
moment,
didn't
but why?
plan to do it.
Which is why the
Right.
killer hurried to try it.
Armando was pretty big brain.
First,
Yeah.
pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Then went to the girls' bathroom, or not the bathroom, the
And
girls'
finally
locker room.
carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was
I didn't see the
necessary to
names.
get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks
of
have
course, they
been
just
placed in
grabbed
the
all the
main hall.
handbooks. Okay.
Using one of those, a boy could get
Durr.
into the girls' locker room without much problem.
So I think I
Oh,
pretty
no,
much
it's right.
got this,
Oh,
guys.
thank
I don't know
God.
about the last
And
act,
that's
though,
exactly
but
how the killer
You
did
told
it.
me finna take big notes on
Carpet
the
in
That
the
was
last
poster
nice.
point you just
brought
made.
them. They got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
That's not a term.
Yakuya almost ruined the whole case for everybody.
TM,
That
do not
could
steal.
have been the end of things.
Think of a better one. Original name.
Yakuya discovered the body and decided
Why did
to
he do this?
intervene
Just
in
to
the
be a
situation.
dick?
Switch. Let's get it.
Making
Let's
things
get it
even more
over with.
For what
His
reason?
handy
though?
ass in there, acting like it's
There's
so
no
sweet.
reason for him to do that.
So,
Unless he
after
wanted to frame
stumbling on the crime
Toko.
scene,
Yeah,
he
but if
went
they get
and
it
grabbed
wrong,
the
then we all
extension
die.
cord from the library.
You know what?
And then
I think I know why he
got
did
to
it.
work.
Because he wanted to expose
I'm just throwing this out there.
Toko as Genocide Jack for
Byakuya
future
was trying
murder.
to mislead everyone so that Genocide Jill would die.
Then,
And he was kind of like
Well, that was
sacrificing
like
everyone just to take
blood.
out this heinous
He
killer.
left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime.
Grizzly
He
massage.
wanted to create the illusion that
Why
Genocide
would he
Jack
do
was
that,
responsible
though?
for the
Because
slaughter.
then we'd accuse Genocide Jack, and then we'd all die in the process.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the
Oh,
sauna.
I thought that was the
There,
Hey,
he
expose him.
planned to
Never went
destroy
in
the
I didn't know
last
that was
piece
a
of evidence.
sauna.
Chihiro's
Yeah, my bad,
handbook.
guys. I didn't know that was a
And
sauna.
just
It
as
looked
the
like
killer
kinda hard to
expected,
figure that out for me.
The steamy sauna was
Nice.
enough
The first one's
to
really easy. This
electronic
one's
gadget.
weird.
With
Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
Oh, that's epic. I love that.
Mondo Arata.
Why does it have to be you, Mondo?
Up, here we go.
I'm like,
Excellent.
I'm so upset right now. I don't know what to do.
I'm such a fan of you.
Tacos.
Yeah. Where's your evidence? You need evidence.
Just gave you the
need
evidence.
proof.
I'm about to shoot you down,
Without
guy.
any proof, you can't pin any of
I
this
mean,
on him.
he's still right. Like, none of this is really
Revealed
evidence.
itself earlier in the trial. I'm not sure Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. So I think we have to have a dance
moment
dance
of truth.
revolution thing
Time for
again.
the rhythm
Oh,
game.
Yeah, beautiful.
You're corrupt.
Final strike. Why?
Final strike.
Show me
Final
some
strike.
evidence.
Dance revolution him into murder.
Hey,
Surprise.
that ending though, you couldn't see it anyway.
So far
I
as
know.
right,
Just making sure it's the handbook.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Yep.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh, is he gonna fess up like a man?
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
There he goes.
Why?
I knew he would. I knew he'd fess up.
I thought you guys were friends.
Do it.
Results. A.
I always liked Mondo.
Yeah.
976
All
out of
Okay,
1,000.
good. Is there anything above A?
What are you saying? Come on, bro. Don't
Am
do
I
this,
correct?
bro.
Just
I
a
got no
prank, bro.
choice, man.
What are you saying, bro?
After hearing all that, I got
Tell me it
no
was a prank.
choice, man. Give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
No.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Why are you saying
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting. No holding on.
It's a rough trial
Time
right
for
there.
the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm still gonna pick Byakuya.
Yeah. What's it gonna be?
Here we go again.
Time
Monopoly
to
time.
vote.
Hifumi.
And of
I feel like
course,
Taka right
it
now.
is
Monokuma
guilty.
I liked him. Now I have another character that I voiced. Gone.
How do we get rid of Hifumi and Toko?
What will happen to him? Oh, this time looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous.
What a true bro.
Kiyotada
Like,
chose the
despite
wrong
all rhyme, all
answer.
reason, his
You're
own
getting very
life,
close to the danger zone,
he
Mr.
still voted for his
Ishimaru.
bro.
You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it.
I refuse
There's
to believe
no way.
it.
No way he would
There's
kill
no way.
someone.
No way he could kill someone.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it? Look, he's slobbered and crying and everything. Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf. The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but before anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text.
No, I need to hear this. What
Okay.
happened?
Anyway, there's once a young boy. His name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding... Oh, god dang it, I hit auto. God, stop. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on a fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy.
No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had taken root deep inside him.
I never
He
thought
was
that I would
so
use
easily
the
weeded out. It was
entirety
not
of
so
the
easily
sad
weeded out.
Naruto
The
music.
freaking dog keeps barking
So
outside.
I only have a
bugging me.
small clip
Anyway.
of it, but I need to throw the
As it
entire
turned out,
thing
the
on
shell's
soundboard,
completely empty.
apparently, because
The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it
comes in
only grew
handy.
stronger and stronger.
And it fits a lot of these scenes.
I'm weak. Weak.
I feel so bad for him.
Weak. Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive.
No, it was good.
And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, include Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Even though he dresses like a girl,
Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter what the cost. If he was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry. Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right. I want to change. Now's my chance. I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought in the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so, that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna be.
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help, but he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
right.
It was me. Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep it a secret.
Plus,
Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of the strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to be.
Always aspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
Wait, what?
That was his
Chihiro said
aspiration.
that, but isn't
And he
Monokuma
thought that
supposed
only
to
with
say that?
Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
So then,
Correct.
that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he made to Chihiro. But how does moving the body keep his secret? I asked as a dumb idiot.
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See?
And Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed?
Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why? Why did you?
Man, Taka might be the next one to
Because
break.
no matter what,
Yeah, this is
I
tough.
didn't want anyone to know.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this? That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know? Hey, you know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother. Oh,
Uh-oh.
His own brother?
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Look at that white. Va! Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on the motorcycle. Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect.
Okay.
He looks like he's freaking fall
This
over
nigga died
anyway.
falling off his
He wanted
bike.
to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did.
fell off.
Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Epitome.
There's no way Mondo killed him if he's
Meanwhile,
riding like
the
that.
charismatic older brother had
Bro.
put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two is younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy, but then Mondo started to think how he would have to take over the gang for his brother someday. His brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers among the other members of the gang, which is why
I gotta get stronger.
Also, him and Chihiro
Stronger
could
than
connect on
Daya.
that. They both wanted to get stronger.
Once. Just one time. No matter what,
Don't fuck with
I gotta
me.
win. I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And then on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
Wait, he was retiring?
Yeah.
But during that race, tragedy struck. Shaw! The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic.
That's Mondo.
Suddenly,
So Mondo didn't kill the brother.
Murder him.
A trucker killed the brother.
Oh dear.
Seems like it was more
so
of an
he didn't really
accident than anything.
kill his brother.
laying in his kid brother's arms, the older
brother
brother
is
delivered his final words.
Yusuke.
My
This is
bad,
Yu Yu
kid.
Hakusho.
I
My
fucked
bad,
up.
kid.
Sorry.
Fucked up. I'm sorry.
Of course, he knew it's his own brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Bro, Truck
Hey,
Coon
kid.
is
The
undefeated.
rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team. You and me put together. It's a promise between men.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, bro.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit it to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger in the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother.
Wow.
Thought he was gonna lose his brother. Wait, Monokuma. Thought he was gonna lose his big brother, his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong.
It's like how
Yeah, it's the exact opposite.
As soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety, way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
You're right, but
I want to change.
Yeah.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of
That
me
must have
forever.
awakened something in him. He must have saw that
His
in himself.
words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So, what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really
What?
am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret.
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face down his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I'd never had, so I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me?
What?
I'm strong? Are you fucking me with me? Are you fucking with me right now?
I'm not fucking you. I mean, making fun of you.
Felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why'd you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just wanted to really admire you.
I admire your strength.
I admire
That's right.
That's
your
right, I am
strength.
Yeah, that's right.
strong.
That's
I'm
right.
strong.
I
He held
am
it
strong. Strong.
And then he went crazy.
I'm strong. Stronger than you.
Stronger than
Stronger than Daya!
Clunk.
I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood.
Who
I had
could
the
have done
dumbbell
this,
in
I
my
thought?
hand.
I had the
I was just
dumbbell in
staring
my
at him,
hand.
down on the ground.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as
It's
I've
actually
always
really
been.
sad.
Oh, Mondo.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded.
But we knew about his
damn
true
it.
heart. We talked to him. He really did have one
starting to
deep
curse.
down.
And he's just loving it. Look at him, you see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory, for that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. You see, do you see hope anywhere in here? Because I sure don't. You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead and say it again, I dare you. Okay, I'll say as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing? You mean execution? That's what I promised you, right? The blacking that disturbs the peace will be punished. Hold on.
Now then, I've prepared a very special
For
punishment.
Mondo Uwada, the ultimate bike gang leader. No, wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Hold my hand, everyone in the comments.
Said wait!
Sorry, man.
Oh no.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
So gruff.
Why?
All right, here we go. Oh,
damn.
I'm so
What's
afraid
gonna
right
happen
now.
to him? Game over. Mondo has been found guilty.
Time for the
Time for
punishment.
punishment.
Drag him by his neck.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe he'll survive this. I
I
don't know.
do really appreciate the art style in the execution scenes, unfortunately.
And he's
Oh,
on
yeah,
a
it's
motorcycle.
awesome.
Oh, why
Yeah.
you put him on a bike?
All right. This is the last ride, huh?
Bro.
Oh, he's got the
Bear's
fire
gonna
I saw a tear out of his eyes.
Seriously?
Oh, is that a bike cage?
There are
What is that?
pretty good ones.
Wow.
Until he's nauseous.
What the hell is that?
by
No.
bikes,
Oh no, the
The
cage,
cage
of
of death.
The cage
death.
of
It's an
death.
old,
Oh,
it's an old circus act, actually,
With a bike on him.
where
Look at his
you run around
stupid
like
hand.
360
He's in the
degrees, like all through.
Dude,
He's on the
He's on the
bike.
NES Mondo's hair!
Oh, he's just gonna keep going
Oh.
around.
Oh,
and around.
crap.
Wait, what?
Where's the
No,
bop, bop, bop,
God,
bop?
I want Mondo to die,
Okay, so-
man!
What is happening?
It's growing on me, bro!
What the hell?
Oh, it's electric.
Oh,
It's electrified.
oh
Are you serious?
The heck is happening?
Why is he dancing like that?
That's why I'm laughing.
What the hell?
So he was basically
Yeah.
electrocuted to
didn't
death
he?
on a
Watch him just
motorcycle.
be bones. Wait,
Where'd he go?
What
Wait,
happened
what?
to him?
Gone.
Where's the body?
He's just vaporized.
Huh?
And how's that still rolling on the
basically, 'cause
side?
it got so hot.
What?
Uh-huh.
The hell?
Mondo,
my
it's Mondo
God.
butter.
That's
2
what it
times the
means.
fat.
What?
That
And he's
is
gonna put him in
ridiculous.
blackjack stuff.
Stop.
He just turned into butter?
Monochrome is evil.
Excuse
Never
me?
forget it.
Oh, shit, I don't remember the name of it, but there's an old Japanese, like, legend. It's a story, like, kind of a fairy tale story about tigers that ran around, like, I think, like a circle of corn or something, or like a bamboo patch, and they ran around so fast trying to chase somebody that they turned into butter or something? Is that what that was supposed to be? Someone that knows more about it can tell me, but holy shit.
Disgusting.
You got melted,
I'm not even
bro.
gonna try and guess the punishments anymore.
Butter,
That
bro.
was unexpected. You kind of fucked up. I don't know. Is butter a reference to something?
Brother.
He's in a butter place
Another
now.
murder. Another
I like
execution.
butter on my
I want to feel
Write
again.
him on your pants.
Everyone's lives are being
He
taken
literally
so
got
lightly
packed
here.
up.
I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just
I don't think I would want to feel again while I'm here. Like, this is a perfect place to not feel.
He has so many animations of
I
being
feel you,
upset.
Taka. I really
Makes
do.
me feel like he's gonna
Taka's
good
sad screams invaded our skulls. We were each forced to realize once again, but he, of course, he had to.
Of course.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life
Hey.
or death.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response,
However-
except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why?
She's mystified by him too.
Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
So you ignore the nighttime rule too?
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
Well,
There is
I don't
nothing to be
particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the
This
girls' locker
motherfucker knew it
room.
was him the whole time, bro.
After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning, which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
I see. So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the
that's what I
truth
was
before it
thinking.
reached that point, of course.
Yakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
Ooh.
So it is what you were saying.
Yeah. So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
We're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? It's a little too high. But you know the punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What? You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean. Mean. Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Surely you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you.
Wouldn't you, though?
Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all
Oh, so
riled up.
cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
I'll let Monokuma handle that laugh.
I do love his laugh, too.
Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed in the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end.
Killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fears and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us.
Analogy.
It was.
All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
It was the worst kind of despair.
Like a blind dog in
Phew.
hell.
Who is
What
this?
the hell is this guy?
Like I was saying,
Who is that,
this
y'all?
is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good
Who's
spot.
that?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Ugh.
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
What is he talking
Fear
about?
and despair charge
Sayaka.
forward at a speed
Sayaka
nothing
didn't
can
kill
hope
him.
to match.
Who's he talking to?
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your
What?
part. You do remember you were
Is he
supposed
talking
to
to
make
people
the
who have
first
been murdered?
move, right?
What?
Oh, they're
Well,
playing.
no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on.
Who is this bald
After
dude?
all,
Is that
that's what
is that
everyone
Taka? It's
wants
not
to
Taka.
see.
Is it Kuya?
It's gotta be killed.
You think
There's one thing I'd
so?
like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
There's a 16th high school student?
My.
Oh, yeah, 'cause there's
You
an empty
really
chair
took
in the
me by
courtroom, right?
surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Either someone that we've already met is on the inside with Monokuma,
Okay.
or this is someone different.
Oh, what a cliffhanger.
Getting more amazing and
Okay,
amazing.
where's
Chapter
Whoa.
2.
So
So there's apparently another student that's coming into
Now the chapter makes sense.
And we've got
I don't know,
really good chapter.
So
at some point.
I would assume that
Surviving
was a guy.
students.
So that has to
We're
be
5 down, guys.
either Taka or
So we
Hiro.
have to lose 2 every
or
time, so there's 5 chapters
Yakuza.
maybe.